In the morning up there in Cortland, New York, trying to get loaded. Tired. Just gotta get up and make it happen. It's gonna be live for just a little bit, man. I'm trying to get loaded before I hit the road. I need to go down here and get some diesel. That's what I need to do. Once this driver right here get loaded, I'm out of here. But make sure y'all come in the building, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video out, share to all the truckers out there, trucker platforms, whatever platform you stream from. And if you're sitting in the house and ain't got nothing to do, you might learn something. You can watch this. All right, he about done right now. Once he kick that truck out the way, here you go. Give him the paperwork so I can get him called. Once he put that seal on, I'm gone. Well, I'm not going anyway. Yeah, I just get on a little quick so we can chop it up for a bit. I ain't do much this week. What y'all do this week, man? How was y'all Father's Day? To all the brothers out there, and some of you mothers out there, how was y'all Father's Day, man? I ain't do much. I just sit around and relax. That's all I did. Now I'm over here trying to get loaded now. He spins around because he about to pull out. Once he pulled, then I'm going in. Now wait for the dude to get the paperwork. Set this up real quick. What's going on, bro? Here you go. Alright. Alright, so let's get up in here real quick. Slide in the spot. Come on, narrow this door, man, so I get up in this door. Oh, he ain't closed the doors yet. Let me stop him rolling back right now. I need to pop the brake on this thing. I don't know what he's gonna do. He probably forgot his seal. Yeah, I think he forgot. I think Ron forgot his seal. Somebody was asking me about the whole trucking thing. I told him I got videos up explaining the breakdown, how to go about getting your CDL, to go about buying a truck, what to look for. I got all that up. Somebody left a comment and asked me, do I think it's good to buy a truck right now? It depends on what kind of work you're trying to get into. It depends on the money, you know. See, I don't know what you're trying to haul, so I tell you right now, nah, it's not a good thing right now. But it is what it is. I ain't gonna tell nobody what to do or how to do it. But if I had to buy another truck right now, I probably won't buy another truck. Nah, I'm trying to get out of it. But if those who out there want to get in, you can get in and get a purpose, make some money, you can definitely do that. Trucking is different. Hey, what's going on, Grace? Good morning, good morning, good morning, Grace. Peace, peace. Hey, thanks for stopping by, checking out. Now, I can sit here chopping it up. I ain't got much to do. Just trying to get loaded so I can get back on this road. I need to go ahead and get some diesel. Right now, I'm down there sitting on E right now. And I did a video posting. I was trying to put some Freon in my truck, and my condenser got a hole in it. So now it's gonna be hot. As soon as I get down to Port, it's gonna be hot. And I ain't got no way of seeing the truck. The condenser got a hole in it, so I gotta go to Amazon, either spend $100 at Amazon, or go to the dealer and spend $400 for a condenser. I ain't trying to spend $400 right now. You know, when you're in the truck, you're on a budget. When you're in the truck, thank you for the heart there. When you're in the truck, you're on a budget around here, so. All right, come on, he about to pull up. Once he pull out, then I pull in. I gotta sneak this in the back. All right, come on, where you at, Now, I'm down here at the lumber yard right now trying to get loaded. He got the lumber fill in the back. I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me spin this around real quick. That's the lumber fill back there. That's where all magic happens at, right there. That's the lumber fill. All right, let me just get up in here real quick. All right, so that's your lumber. We got to get up in here. All right. Spin this back this way. to spin around. All right, there we go. Got a lot of narrow drivers up here today. And I was truck number 4. And about 3 more sitting out there. I like that purple truck though. I like the color on it. I had to jump up real quick and put the trunk back here, then I'll be right back. Once I pop these brakes, I'll be back. Damn it, boy. Yeah, back in the truck, man. I gotta sit back and wait. I guess I'll be sitting here for another 30 minutes. Let y'all see the lumber field. I'll be here for another 30 minutes, but I ain't going nowhere. I gotta wait. I gotta wait now until it's the lumber field back here. It's the lumber yard, so you pretty much I guess you spray on all the mud and dirt, so keep the wood wet. That's pretty much all I do. Trucking is decent though. Like I said, you know, a guy was asking me about buying a truck. It's a lot that comes with when you buy a truck. There's a lot that comes with that. It ain't just jumping in the truck. You know, the main important thing is trying to get a good warranty on the truck if you get one. You'll be trying to get a warranty from a moms and pop shop, and they only going to give you like you could buy a truck. If it ain't from the dealer, you'll buy a truck from the side of the road. Spend $54,000 and get a 30-day, 60-day warranty. Now, if that's the case, you might as well go to the dealer and invest the money that you got, man. You might as well invest that money to something decent. If you're going to spend 50 grand on the truck, go to the dealer. You're going to spend 100 grand on the truck, go to the dealer. Go get a warranty on that truck. Because with the way everything is now, like my truck, I don't have a DEF on the truck. But a lot of these new trucks, they do. They have a DEF, especially if you're trying to get into the port. Any truck you're trying to get into the port, you need a 2010. You know, hey, what's going on? Good morning, good morning. Oh, the older the truck got to be to get in the port. Right now, they kicking a lot of trucks out. You're going to need at least a 2010 or better to get in the port. Unless you buy somebody's truck that's already in the port. Now, you can also do that, too. You could buy somebody's truck that's already in the port. And as long as they got the FRD tag and all of that, you could do that. But other than that, you need, I think it's like either 2010 or 2012. I know they had one up recently, but you're going to need at least a 2010, 2012 or better to get in the port. You know, the older trucks that's in the port, they kicking them out, man. You know how that go. But that's what you're going to need to get in. So try to get you like, if you're going to get it, an economy truck. If you want a Pete, you want a KW, you could do that too. But, you know, I have a KW, but the parts a whole lot more. You ain't trying to fix it yourself. You spend a whole lot more money maintaining them trucks. But if you got the DEF on the truck, be careful with that. Because if you delete, I want people to hear this. If you delete that DEF on your truck and you take that truck back to the dealer, they is not going to fix that truck. They're going to want to put that DEF back on the truck before they fix it. That's the thing. And then if you try to sell that truck to the dealer not going to take it. So if you got a truck and you want to trade in with the dealer, good morning, Diamond. You got a truck and you want to trade that truck in with the dealer not going to take that truck back because you deleted the DEF. You deleted that, so they don't even want the truck. But if you go for service, they're going to want you to put that DEF back on before they even service that truck. I know some dealers won't even touch the truck no more if you delete the DEF. They don't even want to touch it. Then if you go through, like, I know far as up north, once you delete that DEF and you go through the state of Connecticut, see what Connecticut gonna do, you probably say, well, how they gonna know my DEF deleted? Because if you don't have an older model truck like mine, your pipes that come out the tops, they shouldn't be black. So they're gonna check the tip of those pipes. And the tip of those pipes, the exhaust pipes, some stacks, is black because they supposed to be white, like a white dust. But if they black, they already know you deleted. So what they're gonna do, that's anywhere from a $5,000 to $10,000 fine, and they're gonna tow your truck out of Connecticut back to New York under your expense. So they're gonna tow the truck, put you out of service if you delete it. Hey, thank you, appreciate that. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna tow it. So if you delete the DEF, now see this truck right here, do we got it? No, that KW, he don't have it. Unless it's on his driver's side. No, that Pete don't have it. He don't have the depth on there. He has an older model truck, so it looked like yeah, that's an older model truck because he ain't got the dip in the door. It's probably a 99, 2000, 2001 Pete. Yeah, but you delete that, they're gonna definitely tow your truck out of Connecticut, hit you with a $10,000 fine. So it ain't even worth it. You got a truck with a DEF, try to learn it. I could give you tips on, as far as maintaining the filters. I could give you tips on taking it apart. Take the whole canister to a place where you can get it steamed out for a couple of hours. But I'm gonna tell you a major trick you can do. Now, say if you got a DEF, your DEF got a lot of problem, right? And the DEF is burning off the silt and all of that. Basically, what it's doing to cause your truck to go in emission, whatever. What you have to do is take off the exhaust manifold. Take the exhaust manifold off your truck. Put it into a bucket and get you about 8 cans of brake cleaning spray. That's gonna cost you a couple of dollars, but it costs you more if you gotta go get it serviced. So get you a couple brake cleaning bottles, spray, open them up, fill a bucket up. Take that exhaust manifold off the side of your truck, the right side where your turbo connect to. This for those who know what I'm talking about. But open your hood up on the right side. You got exhaust manifold. You got a turbo. Take that off. Take the manifold and soak it in that bucket overnight. Take yourself a high power pressure hose and you blow all of that black stuff out. Blow it out. Now you're going to have to go get a gasket kit, turbo kit, put all that back together. It's going to cost you a couple of dollars. But it will cost you, what I'm telling you, is going to cost you less money than you sitting there deleting it. You just have to know how to maintain it. So power wash the black stuff out the exhaust manifold. Break it down, get it out of there. Get a exhaust manifold gasket, the metal gasket, get new bolts and all of that, and change the filter, clean it out, steam it, put it all back together. That'll last you a couple more years. A lot of people don't know that. I seen it done. I seen a guy from Freightliner come to the job and I see him break it down. So you can also do that to save it. Like I said, you can delete it, but you might not want to do that if you run on the road, because now DOT is starting to crack down on it. So if you happen to get pulled in by the DOT weigh station and they see that black smoke coming out the top, they just might go ahead and just put you out of service, and then get put out of service for that. That's a few $1,000s. So be mindful of that when you're going out here buying these trucks. And plus, to be mindful that when you buy a truck off somebody, at least ask them, did they delete it? Ask them, yo, did you delete that DEF? Ask them. Because if they delete it, you might want to get a better price on it. Say, nah, if they selling the truck that deleted, they said $40,000. What up, AJ? And they selling a delete DEF on the truck and they want $40,000. Hey man, I said give them 30. Give them 20. Because right now, like I said, if you delete that DEF, good morning, Miss Playful, good morning. If you delete the DEF, The dealer ain't gonna touch it. And if they do touch it, they're gonna want to put that thing back together. So that might cost you a few $1,000s for them to put it together. Then they're gonna work on your truck. Then you're gonna have to wait because they're gonna take you to the waiting list. So now the waiting list at a dealer, as far as the truck, now AJ can tell you anywhere from 3 weeks to 5 weeks out, a whole month to get to your truck just to work on it. So now you're gonna be sitting back losing money because as an owner operator, you can't get no rental. They don't rent trucks like they do cars. If you got a car, your car down, and you go get a rental, or if you get into an accident, you get a rental. They don't rent trucks. No, they ain't not gonna rent you a truck. If you do get a truck, they want you to have multiple trucks. If you get one, they're gonna charge you an arm and leg. You be sitting up here renting a truck for damn near $1,200 a week. $1,200 a week, so you can't make no money doing that. So what your best bet is, so if you have the DEF fuel on that truck, try to maintain it, learn it, maintain it. Because I know a couple of guys who got trucks, yeah, $3,000 a week, right? See that don't went up. Rentals beats from $2,000 to $3,000 a week. That's a tractor. That's a tractor right there. It's not like a car. So if you rent a truck for $3,000 a week, and you ain't even bringing home $3,000, shit, you broke out here. This industry is crazy. Right? You won't even get that kind of work to bring home. You end up spending $2,000 in fuel alone. You spend that, it costs me right now, I spend about what, $1,200, $1,300 a week in diesel? So I spend that in diesel. So can you imagine if I had to get a rental truck and I'm spending $1,200 to $1,300 a week in diesel? How much you really think I'm bringing home from? And then I gotta pay for the rentals. Shit, man, I'm be behind. I'ma just pretty much me getting the rental was me trying to keep my customers. That's all. I'm trying to keep the customers happy. I'm trying to keep the little work that I do got. If I get a rental, so that ain't even worth it, man. So you got to be careful. And plus the DEF now is more than a diesel. That's crazy. You spending like damn near $4, $5 for the DEF fuel than the diesel. That's another bill. Yeah, the trucking industry is crazy, man. It's crazy. But you can make it out, but you got to know what you want out of it. Nowadays, when you get in the truck, you got to ask yourself what you looking for, what kind of work you looking for, what you want to get out of it, because it ain't like it used to be, where the money was great. Now, right now, drivers is up here bumping heads, cutting throat. Plus the miles on the rental from 10 to 26 per mile. That's crazy, man. You ain't as an owner operator, you ain't even getting that. You can't even get 10 to 20 cents a mile as an owner operator, or to have your own authority, you're not even getting that. So they trying to pay you $1.06 a mile, $2 a mile. If that's the case, you might as well get a company job and make 54 cents a mile and get full benefits. See, as an owner operator, see, a lot of people don't know need as an owner operator, you don't have insurance. When you go buy that truck, if you ain't married or you don't have no girl or whatever, you're not on her health insurance, when you go buy a truck, you don't get health insurance. You don't get 401k. You don't get pension. You don't get no savings. You don't get none of that. You have to pay for that out your own pocket. You got to pay for that. So you better be trying to put some money away for a rainy day. Them rainy days ain't even, them shit's gone. You better put some money away for something. Like truck money away, parts money away. You got to put some money away, because when you retired, as an owner operator, you retired of nothing. You know, thank God I drove for companies for many years before I bought a truck, you know, but you come in this game, no, you'll make the money, but you spend, that's like right now, I'm spending $370 a month for health insurance out of my own pocket. So yeah, that's crazy. Spend $379 a month for my own health insurance out of my own pocket. So if you married and you and your wife insurance, that's a plus. But then it's like you got to also get workman comp, and I'm not even including the workman comp I'm spending. So I'm paying for health insurance and workman comp. And the workman comp, that fluctuate. That's always up and down. If you do a good week, let's say if you do 1,000, if you do 15 to 1,800 a week, that's about $100 something out of your check a week. You end up spending like that, and $800 to $1,000 a month on workman comp. It's crazy. It can get like that sometimes. If you got low weeks, you spend about $400 something, but workman comp will kill you, man. Some people pay more than that. You know, if you get it through a company and fluctuate, if you can pay for it yourself, spend $100 a week, then you good, or $100 a month. But I don't think you're getting that a month, because it fluctuates like crazy. So you got to pay for your own health insurance. You got to pay for your own retirement plan. But the only good thing about it, you can take vacations when you want. That's the only good thing about being owner operator. But when you do take a vacation owner operator, it's not like you got a regular job, right? You put a vacation for 2 weeks and you get paid for the whole week that you out. 2 weeks that you out, you got money left in there. But as owner operator, you take a vacation, you don't get paid. Ain't nobody paying you for vacation. You don't get paid for vacation. You don't get paid for holidays. You don't get paid for sick days. And if you're a female, you don't get paid for paternal. You don't get paid for none of that. Yeah, get percentage of what you make. So you don't get that, man. Yeah, Yeah, 32K a year. So it can get crazy, man, but you don't get paid for that. Say if you're a female owner operator, you want to take, well, I'm pregnant, I want to take a paternal leave. Nah. They don't pay for that. You buy your own truck, they're not paying for none of that. So you just pretty much got to do all that on yourself. So if you're a female and you out here and you got a husband, get on his insurance. You know? Try to get on somebody's insurance to help you out with that, but you don't get no money out here. Now for that, you do everything on your own. Everything on your own you do out here as an operator. These trucks come in and out with these logs. They come in and out all day long. That's all you're gonna see dropping by is logging trucks. You got a full operation. I was inside watching the cameras a little while ago. They got a full operation in here. They take them big tree logs and make tree boards, all types of stuff. Plywood, they do everything here. I don't know how. I think I'll be out about another half hour. I got to take this down to Port North to Sealand. I'm just hoping that Sealand ain't backed up. Yes, last week it took me 2 hours to get in Sealand. Then it took another 2 hours to get out of Sealand. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the rates are low, man. You have to pay for all that. But see, don't nobody care, you know. They think, you know, truckers out here. And see, you see, I would have said, ever since COVID, everybody focused on the trucking industry. Everybody jumped on that. Everybody jumped on the trucking industry. Now, the truckers ain't even getting paid, but the brokers are making more money. Insurance companies are making money. Insurance done went up, never came down. The brokers are making money. The rates done went up. But the pay never went nowhere. The pay didn't go up. After COVID, the pay went down. But everything else went up. Everything went up. Everything. My insurance went up $100 a month. And that's with no accidents, no speeding, no reckless driving. They just went up. $100 a month on my damn insurance. No, hey, AJ, remember I told you, man, how the insurance company was trying to charge me $800 a month. And talking about when I called them up, Progressive said, oh yeah, you took out a $250,000 claim for your truck. I said, what? Man, our truck ain't even worth that much. I never told you. I said, well, when you called, I said, yeah, I told y'all $2,500. I told y'all to insure me for $25,000. She said, oh, somebody put in $250,000. My truck ain't even worth $250,000. This ain't that kind of truck. If I get into an accident today, they ain't paying me no $250,000. They gonna tell me that's where they that's where they gonna find the mistake at. They gonna find the mistake right there. Oh nah, no, it was a mistake. It was an error, a critical error. Your truck was insured for $25,000, but y'all was charging me $250,000 a year. No, I didn't know that was a claim. I didn't get a quote for that. I told them to quote my truck for $25,000. Then after it was all said and done, they brung it down to $45,000. But you think they send me that money back? So, oh, we give you credit so you don't have to pay for these months. You get these months for free. But yeah, but y'all took that $800 through COVID for like damn near 4 months until I had to catch it. So through COVID, they upped my insurance to $250,000 for a bobtail insurance. And now I had to jump on that. I said, nah, who paying $800 a month? When I talked to AJ, he was like, yeah, they went up on mine too. Like, nah, that's too much money though for a bobtail. Nah, I had to jump on that phone real quick. And we ain't doing that, man. You ain't doing all that. You ain't about to get me. And they did, but they ain't give me that money back. They gave me credit. Yeah, all right. That's a lot of damn money, man, for a bobtail. This truck, this ain't no car carrier. I can see if I had a car carrier. My car carrier ain't about that much. I see if I had 4 trucks, yeah, then we could do a $20,000, $50,000 claim. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you one thing. You from Brooklyn, right? Let me tell you one thing, right? Now, a friend of mine that work here, his father they from the Bronx. So his father from the Bronx. Don't you know? They had Progressive. Progressive in the Bronx say they're not writing no more insurance claims. So what he had to do was put his father. He had to put the truck in his name and put the truck under his insurance in PA, because Progressive in the Bronx said they're not, as of this year, they not writing no more insurance claims for commercial vehicles in the Bronx. So he had to hurry up and put his father's truck in his name. That was crazy, man. Because I tell you what, New York State, they said come 2030, they trying to get rid of all independent diesel owner operators. So watch come 2030 in New York State. They talking about getting rid of all the owner operators. Yeah. So in the Bronx, if you got a commercial vehicle, Progressive is not writing no more claims. They not accepting no members. They getting rid of the commercial drivers. So checking into that if you're from the Bronx, man. They looking right now, they looking to do people in New York dirty, man. So that's what they doing. But come 2030, New York State, that governor, she already put it in. So she might not even be around 2030. God willing, she might be, but she might not. She might not be the governor at the time, but they already put that into play. Now, Jersey and other states are really thinking about doing the same thing. But New York State, they're going to get rid of you. So be mindful of that, man, because I think that's crazy, because, you know, you talk about this is our livelihood. This is how we feed our family, pay our bills. This is how we pay for our toys. This is how we do a lot of things. And you talking about taking my livelihood away from me because y'all don't want diesel smoke. You know the crazy part about it? They so big on emissions, right? They so big on emissions, they want you at DEF. That DEF is poisonous. That DEF done burnt up so many tractors. That DEF, you ever smelt that, man? That thing will have you woozy, dizzy. That smell alone will make you sick because it gets into the vents. They had so many incidents with that. That DEF is dangerous, but like I was about to say is, I'm getting old. I kind of lost my train of thought. I'm 51 now, but they so big on emissions, right? Now, you go into Port North. We in the Port North all the time. Them New York switches, the switches in the port, they don't have DEF. Them little white pickup trucks that run around the port, they don't have clean air emissions. They still got regular carbon and mufflers and all that. When you look at those big, we call them cherry pickers, straddlers, whatever, that pick up the boxes, they don't have DEF. When you look at those big cranes that take those containers off the boat, all that black smoke be coming out that, man. They don't have DEF. So they want to, even the trains. If you look at these locomotive trains, they don't have DEF clean air emissions, but they want the truckers to apply by these rules. But they not asking boats. They not asking trains. They not asking none of these constructions fields. They're not asking none of these big oil tank companies, these big corporations that run these big power plants. They're not asking them for clean air emissions, but they want us truckers to pay for clean air emissions. They don't have DEF on most of these cars that's running around here. That's like with them lithium batteries and all of that. Them things got so many fumes coming out those electric cars, it don't make no sense. You can't see it, but there's a lot coming out of that. But they don't ask nobody else for nothing else, but they put all this weight on the life of a truck driver. Oh, y'all got dirty air emissions. We wish y'all had DEF and all this crazy stuff. DEF will kill you, man. That stuff's nasty. That DEF get into your system, you be in that truck ready to throw up, man. Lightheaded, stuff for, you know, you don't know what that DEF could cause, you know what it's causing, cancer, you know, glaucoma, diabetes, you know, all types of fumes you don't know what it's doing to you, but you driving down the road and that DEF go into regen. When they go into regen, that smoke will surround that truck and get all in the cab, man. That stuff stinks, man. But nah, they want us to have all, you know, all clean emissions, 270 East New York. That's what they want us to have, man. Even the ships do more electric motor powers by diesel. And yeah, exactly, man. Exactly, man. When you ever be in the port where you see them ships go off, man, that smoke be so loud, man, you can hear boom, black smoke all in the air. But nah, they wanted to have clean emissions running around here. Don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense how they want us to be so straightforward with it, man. And then the diesel is garbage. You had diesel get in your truck. The diesel is so polluted. The diesel, diesel is like the street product, right? Diesel is like you buy a street product. Before you get it, when you go buy a brick, it's clean. You get it, they cut it. The plug get it, they cut it. The street vendors get it, they cut it. It's the same as diesel, man. You go buy diesel, by the time it get to Hess, and by the time it get to the Arabs, they cut it. By the time it get to these pallets and all of that, they cutting it with water and fuel treatment. That's why when you get down the road, you got a bad bag. It's kind of like the street product. By the time they cut it, the product ain't no good. By the time you put it in your truck and you go 100 miles, your fuel filters are full. It's crazy because they use diesel to cut anyway. A lot of people know they use diesel to cut the street product anyway. So the same diesel they cutting that with, they put it into your truck is cutting it. So now it goes through your fuel filters. Your fuel filters are full, your fuel filters are dirty. Now you get 100 miles down the road, you find yourself keep changing fuel filters. You take your butt to the TA. The TA still got that, they still got that winterized garbage still at the bottom of the tank. So now you go to the DA, you change the fuel filters after fuel filters after fuel filters after fuel filters. You know, it's crazy how they do it, man. Now you're going through fuel filters, you're going through air filters. You sitting there like, man, you might as well just do what I do. Go to Shell, man. Go to Shell, go to 7-Eleven. Man, D, you go over the pallet, on the Loves, the TA. All of them spending that top dollar for that diesel. Man, that diesel it's cut already. It's cut. I'm telling you, I'm on boy AJ to always say that. And he said, man, the trucking game is like the street game. And he used to always say that. He made a whole lot of sense, man. He made a whole lot of sense when he said that. The trucking game is like the street game. It's all cut. Even the brokers cutting the money, man. The brokers cutting it. You know? You get into an accident, the lawyer's cutting it. The judge cutting it. Motor vehicle cutting your license, man. Oh, you got diabetes, cut. You got high blood pressure, cut. You can't pass a DOT physical, cut. You can't, you going to take a DOT physical, right? Now it's all bright outside. You go inside, they got you looking at they got you inside, it's dim. They got you trying to read the letters off the wall. That's cutting it, man. Everything being cut now. The driver's being cut too, so you can't make no money no more, man. It's crazy out here right now. Everything is being cut. But you got to be mindful of that, man. It's crazy out here, man. But I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't want to do nothing else, man. I love driving trucks, though. I love driving trucks, man. Shout out to the truck drivers, man. Women and men, I love doing this. I want to do something else, but I love driving trucks, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna sit up here and cat for y'all. Hey, I'll tell you in a minute. I can't hear you. Truck too loud. Hey, I can't hear you. It's too much static coming through the phone. I rolled the window down too much. Well, you know how we do, man. You know how truckers do. What? Where you was at? Man, I can't hear you, man. Too much air coming through here. Click. You know, shout out to the truck drivers, man. I love doing it, though, man. It ain't what it used to be 30 years ago. You know, I was able to make some money, man. But, hey, look at this KW, man. This is pretty, man. I like this. This is a pretty truck right here. I don't know if he about to turn. Tell me that thing ain't pretty, man. I like that. Look at that. That's a pretty truck, man. Damn it, boy. Damn it, boy, that thing clean. Look at that. Flatbed, right? I'll tell you, that KW clean. Whew. Yeah, but I like doing this, man. At the end of the day, man, I wouldn't want to do nothing else, man. Because see, when you're a truck driver, you don't know, man. You a salesperson, you the president, you the supervisor, you the manager, you the telecommunicator, you the operator, you everything in the truck. You're a rapper, you a singer. Hey, man, you a songwriter. You do everything in the truck, man. Everything in the truck, you know. And one thing about driving trucks, you do get a peace of mind. I think that's why I love trucking so much, because you do get a peace of mind, man. You get on that open road, ain't nothing but land out there. Field, cornfield, dust, desert, cactus plant, wild dogs. It's a lot out there, but you get a peace of mind, man. You get paid for having it. You get paid for a peace of mind. Even though sometimes the check is up and down. You know, when you own your own truck, the check is up and down, man. Some weeks, like last week, I worked one day, I didn't get paid. Last week, I worked one day, I didn't get paid. You know where that paycheck went? That check went to child support. Yeah, I can sit up there and say that, man. I can honestly say that. I worked one day, and that check went to child support. Because the truck was in the shop from Monday to Thursday. When I got the truck back, I said, nah, I work because I know I got to pay child support. So the truck went in the shop for child. It went in the shop, came out. It went in my. It didn't go in the truck for child support, but I had some work done. I had to get 2 tires in front, drums, brakes, and I had to get the cross member under the steering wheel. All that broke up, so I had to get all that done. And I still need 2 leaf springs in the front. The right side is weak. I still got to do the tires on the back. You know. Still got work to do, but other than that, you know, that one check, that one day I did, that went to child support. So then I had to sacrifice all last week, run up and down the highway, getting back late. One thing about you being in truck, you got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do. So all that being out there running honest, you can do that. Running with the electronic laws, you could do that, man, but you have to run. Back in the day, and you know, we had to run logbooks. Hey, 270 East New York. 2 logbooks. You had to know how to do it. You had to know how to do it to make some money, man. But now things are different, but you gotta like doing it though, man. It's a peace of mind out here. But like I said, you know, it's a lot of things like ups and downs when making money with a truck. Like some weeks you don't get paid, man. Some weeks you got to put that money back in the truck. You could bring home $5,000, and then you'll turn around and spend $3,200 on tires. So a lot of people don't understand that, man. You know, people like, yo, can I borrow some money? Sometimes you ain't got no money to pay. You ain't got no money to loan, yo. It's like that sometimes in trucking. Yeah, 2 logbooks all day. Exactly, man. You know what it is. And I ain't got to. I'm gonna say less, because I don't want to get, you know, I don't know who watch it, but I'm gonna say less. But you know how that go, man. Many days, man. Driving back from Wyoming back to New Jersey. The days are over, though. Them days are over. And then some hours, but there's some days where you can work your butt off and don't get paid. And people call you up like, yo, can I hold something? You be like, man, I ain't really got it, man. You know, I done worked this week. You take home 10 grand, you take home 5 grand, you take home 2 grand. I don't care how much you take home, you got to put that money back in that truck. Like I said, tires could cost you $3,200 on the back. Front tires cost you another $1,700, $1,800, $2,000 for the front. The front is more expensive. 1 tire on the front is more expensive than 2 tires on the back. You know, you got oil changes. Right now I do my own, but oil change run you anywhere from $500 to $600 on the oil change. Before you know it, you could be paying $1,000 on oil changes. With all this electronics, with all this electric vehicles rolling in, they're gonna charge you more money just to do oil changes. You know, engine parts done went up, so you know it costs you more money, man. It costs you a lot of money and shit. That's why sometimes you could work and don't have a check. You could go 2 weeks without a check, and it's like that sometimes. You might see a check, but you got to put that check out. You know, so say if you got to spend $3,200 on tires that week, and you got mortgage, you got rent. You know, rent ain't the same no more. You know, you ain't paying back in the day if you ain't on Section 8, even with Section 8, but if you ain't on Section 8, back in the day, like prime example, you know, born and raised in New Jersey, North. You know, back in the day, you was able to get a one bedroom, you know what I'm saying, for like $650 a month. Try to get a one bedroom in Newark right now. A one bedroom in Newark right now, running you. My daughter's spending what, $1,650 a month for one bedroom. That's in Jersey. I can imagine what New York got those projects. Them prices are the housing projects. So Jersey have them. Well, probably they done took that majority of the projects down. But you spending $1,650 a month. When I was living in the Colonnades in Jersey on Clifton Avenue, I had a studio facing Branchwood Park. I was spending $1,000 a month, right? And when I try to upgrade from the studio, I try to go move upstairs and face the Colonnades, face New York. And it's crazy how you would spend more money to watch the skyline in New York than watch the park where the shootings at. So in the park, I was spending $1,000 to move upstairs to watch the skyline. What up, BX, man? Salute, brother. So, and if I was to move upstairs in the Colonnades and you have to see the skyline of New York City, man, they talking about, I spent $1,000 talking about for a studio to move up. They talking about some $1,400. What's the $1,400 for? Oh, you get to watch New York City. So you telling me I get to watch the skyline from down there 500 miles away, like far as view-wise. So view-wise, you can barely see the New York City, and you can see a bunch of black pigeons. So you charge me down there $1,300 a month to see some black pigeons and to watch the skyline that's far away. What if I was blind, man? I can't see that. But if you face in New York, that's what they do in Jersey. So a lot of people don't know that. So if you get a place in New Jersey and they put you facing New York City, that's more money on rent. But if you face in the hood, about $300-400 off, you get to watch the shootings, the beatdowns, the drags. You get the fire trucks, the ambulance all day long. But that's how they do it, man. So it's crazy, man. And things is different now, man. Things is different. You notice that everything is going up, but the pay ain't going up. You notice that, right? Everything is going up, but the pay. Why is that? Why is that? So they could try to put us all out of commission and give us a stimulus every month. So we work behind the machine. We can be working for the computers. We can work for Androids and AI and give us a stimulus for the rest of our life. That's a pretty truck right there. Like the paint job on it. It's crazy, man. Life is crazy, bro. That's why I say I like driving trucks, so I can get in the truck and block all that out for a minute. I can block it all out for a minute, man. I just go on the road through about 500 miles. I clear my mind with that. But then, you know how a 270 East New York, you already know, and Al already know. AJ know, right? Check it out. You could go 500 miles, you go 3,000 miles. Once you get there, you don't want to drive back. As soon as you get out there, you be like, man, I don't feel like doing this drive. Unless you got a good piece of money coming back. You got some money coming back, you good, man. But if you ain't got no money coming back, you go 3,000 miles. That's the run from Jersey to Washington State to the port. By the time I get out to Tacoma, Washington, and it be so peaceful out there, I be like, man, I don't even want to go back home. But then you got to drive back. You got to drive back because you got responsibilities. You got responsibilities. You got to come back home, man. Sometimes I ain't even want to come back home. I drove out to Sacramento, California. I ain't even want to come back home, man. I ain't even come home. I went out to, well, Louisiana, Texas, they ain't too far, but dude, Katrina, we took some tank wagons out to Katrina. When they had Katrina, we went out to it was crazy. It was shit was crazy. We at that time I drove for Quality Carrier. So I was hauling small tank wagons on the ISO tanks on the chassis. They about to load me up right now. So I was down there. I pulled into the pallet truck stop. That water came up to the fuel tanks. And the water came to the fuel tanks. And I'm looking out there. I'm surprised. They said it was a sign up. Keep all your trucks running because you're going to be in there. And thank God that my starter was up under my chassis by the up by the engine part. You know, Cat Motors, you know anything about Cat Motors, they starters are hot. So I get in there and it's like, it was pouring down rain and the rain stopped. 4 chicks walks up. It was a white chick with 3 black girls. And they was tricking. Lock lizards in the water. They were snake lizards, right? They were swamp creatures. They walked up on the truck, knocking on the door, and all you can hear is water splattering on the door, right? Right? I'm telling you. I know, right? When you get out there, you don't want to come back. So man, at this time I was gonna get a truck stop. So somebody knocking on the door, and I'm hearing water splattering. So I don't know, like, where that coming from? 'Cause I'm thinking the water getting high. I looked out the door, it's 1 white chick and 3 black chicks. And I looked down, I'm like, hey, what's good? She was like, you need some company? And I'm looking down like, hell no. You put all y'all want to get in here wet? Nah, I'm good. She was like, you sure? I'm good. I'm not putting no full wet bodies up in here. So they went walking through the truck stop, and it wasn't nothing but a rainbow, like a floating behind them, because the water was so high. So you know what all, and you know, like I know, 270. When that water come up at a truck stop, that ain't nothing but piss. That ain't nothing but spit. Ain't nothing but feces and poop. That ain't nothing but antifreeze, oil. All of that floats to the top. Oh, they out there in East New York Harbor. Yeah, all of that floated to the top, right? And they was walking in it. That was like waist deep. They was walking in that water, man. And I was like, nah, I'm good, man, I'm good. They walked off, pissed off. I wasn't about to put no pissed off. One white chick leading the pack with 4 black girls full of water to get up in my truck? Nah, I'm good, man, I'm good. Cause they see them Jersey play. They figure, hey, everybody else say no. They see this guy from Jersey. They see here, let us jump in the truck. Nah, I wasn't doing that, man. I wasn't doing that, man. I tell you something. See, people don't know. There's some stories. I don't see it all out here, man. Let me start this truck up real quick. I don't see it all. They're about to get it loaded. Yeah, hey, you see it, hey, BX Mel, man. You see it all out here, man. You see it all. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy out here, BX Mel, man. It's crazy, man. Yeah, you don't see it all. So people say, you know, that's why I said, man, trucking, man, is comical. It can be stressful sometimes. If you on the phone with your girl and all she doing is FaceTiming you back and forth, arguing. That's why I'll be like, oh, the window up, can't hear you. Oh yeah, man. Out of town could be crazy. I don't know why my battery light is low on this thing. There's always something with these trucks, man. There's always something with these damn trucks. Yeah, there's always something with these trucks. But yeah, it's a lot out there, man. It's a lot you go. There's a lot out here, man. So, like I said, trucking can be stressful, comical, you know, leaving your head most of the time, trying to figure some things out, trying to see how you can get some more money out here. It's crazy though, man. But trucking is crazy, but I love it though, man. I love it. I ain't gonna lie, I love trucking, man. You got a 20-footer? Oh, okay. A friend of mine's what is it? 313? I think 313. I'm not sure if D13 is from the Bronx. It sounds like 313. I think he's either from the Bronx or I think he's from the Bronx. He want to show you from the Bronx, and he got a 20-footer. He got a 20-foot box and doing his thing, you know. He bought it. I think he bought the truck through COVID. You know, shout out to man. Hold on 1 second. All right, thanks a lot, bro. I'm trying to, man. I'll be right back. I gotta close these doors. Real quick. right, right back at you. I gotta let JB Hunt get in here. Yeah, whoever got to go behind JB Hunt. See, JB Hunt don't pull like we do. We pull like, I'll probably end up with 85,000 or sometimes, it depends, 82, 83. But JB Hunt, they get to about 80,000 with that rail box. They got to go on the scale, off the scale, on the scale, off the scale. They do too much, so. Let me get up on this scale. I got 2 narrows in the back waiting. You see the 2 narrows right here. You see the black truck and the purple truck, so they waiting. I wonder how much weight I got right now. It's all KWs up here. Yeah, let me get up on this scale real quick. I gotta run inside. I got a track, so let me see how much weight I got. All right, right back at it, right back at it. We got 84,000. So we got 84,000 lumber. Go down here and get some diesel because I'm pretty much on E. See, what will happen is, when you tell you the trick to the game is this, especially on a Monday, if you know you're going to park the truck later. So basically I'll go get a half a tank because I got 84,000. So you never want to go over a scale with more fuel in your tank. So that 84,000, you want to keep a half a tank of fuel in your truck. Because once you go over that scale, they're going to bang you on that weight on the front end. So they're going to bang you on the weight. So you don't want to go over the scale like that. So I'll put a half a tank now. And because the fuel up here is 370, I think it's 376. Then I go down to Jersey. Then I'll fill the tanks up in Jersey. That's so that tomorrow I just run it up. So right now I got to run to the port anyway, but we're going to run down here. We're going to go to Cortland right now. We're going to go head down the street and get some diesel. Then once I get the diesel, Then we gonna shoot down to Port Elizabeth. Get down to the port, drop. I just hope like no thing backed up, because Friday, excuse me, the ports is backed up. So it took me 2 hours to get in, 2.5 hours to get out. So and right now, like I said earlier, my condenser, I just put a can of Freon in the truck, and the condenser got 2 holes in it. 2 weeks ago, there was a dead bird in my truck. Not in the truck, but there was a dead bird between the grill. And I snatched the dead bird out, but I don't know how he got in there, but I noticed that my condenser had 2 holes in it. So, and with feathers all on it, so I'm kind of figuring that however that dead bird got up in the truck, messed up the condenser. So now the condenser, not the condenser, but the condenser, I got to buy a whole new condenser now. So I go to Amazon and get it for $100, because I know if I go to KW, it's going to be a pack card. If I buy it through pack cards, about 300 some change for AC condenser, where I'm just go through Amazon and get the same one for $100. Oh yeah. That's I was telling the lady inside, as far as like, you know, New Jersey, we have overweight permits, so we're allowed to pull 90,000 pounds. You know, the company that I'm leased on to, we're allowed to pull 90,000 pounds overweight permits. So Jersey pulled us over so much that Jersey knows by truck and name now. That's crazy, but that's how many times they used to pull us over. So they know us by. He ain't have to do that. He could just wait for me. But it is what it is. But Jersey knows my truck now. Oh, I have a KW W900 with a 550 cat. KW W900 with a 550 cat. What up, Sage? Good morning, Sage. Yeah, that's what I drive. Yeah, I got a big motor in here, man. So, pulling 84,000 pounds, going up a hill, I could coast at about 60, 65 going up. That ain't no problem. It's 84,000 ain't no problem. But like I was saying, we got overweight permits to pull 90,000. That's for New Jersey, New York State, Pennsylvania. So we do got the weight permits to pull it. But I don't worry about it though. But this is a big truck, strong engine. This truck has 8 airbags, 6 shocks to 8 airbags. So it pretty much distributes the weight. It holds it down pretty good. But right now, I'm gonna be hot today until I order the condenser today. I can order it and get it by Wednesday or get it by Thursday. But right now, or I could just go to the dealer and spend anywhere to $350 to $400 and get a pack card condenser. I can wait. I'd rather order it today and get it by Wednesday than I put it in. We're gonna get down here in Cortland right now. You got Cortland College on the left-hand side over here, but I don't know what they call it. Get down here and get to this diesel. Man, I've been doing this for like 30 years in. 30 years in. 30 years of driving. That cat runs pretty good, man. Hey, it's like, I love cat motors because this is my first cat motor was a C13. This one is about a C15. So I love cat motors because cat motors are like Oldsmobile engines. You can see everything. See, cats don't have an EGR valve. It don't have EGR sensors. So you don't have to worry about that. Everything cat is in your face, like a Mack engine, got too many tubes and holes, and I ain't got time for all that. Then you got the DD16, the DD13, you got Detroit motors and Cummins motors. No knocks to them, but when it comes down to a cat motor, it's like an Oldsmobile, it's like a Cadillac, it's like a 420. I'm gonna tell you, a cat motor, everything is in your face. People think because you got a cat, you'll spend more. Not necessarily, because most everything on a cat, you can do yourself. All you gotta do is go to cat, or go to KW, start an account. Use your tax ID to start an account. So you can start an account with them. and you can get parts at a discount rate. It may sometimes some part may not be discounted, but you can get parts up to $100 off, $300 off, $50 off, $25 off. So if you can, whatever truck you have, go to the place go to Detroit or go to Cummins and open up an account with them. And you know, especially if you got like a Volvo, Freightliner, KW, whatever you got, go to the dealer of your choice, open up an account and get a zip. So you pretty much can get discounts and all that on parts and stuff like that. It'll help you if you're gonna be in this trucking game. You're gonna have to try to put your pride to the side. You know, I know sometimes, you know, we don't want to deal with black people. We don't want to deal with white folks. We don't want to deal with Spanish people. But if you in the business where you're gonna have to deal with certain people and certain races, you got to put that pride to the side, because being out here 30 years, I couldn't survive if I didn't know how to talk to people. You know, I talk to everybody, you know. I talk to everybody, so you got to put that pride to the side, man. Man, I don't care, man. I talk to the Mexicans, the whites, the Arabs, the Jews, blacks. I talk to everybody, because if my business is your business, and I know I need to save some money, hey, you my friend. You my friend. If I go to customer service and you don't look like me, hey, we're gonna have a conversation. I need to talk to you. You know, that's how the game works, man. You gotta be able to, you gotta put the pride to the side, and you gotta go in there and talk to people to get the job done. You gotta be able to talk to people, man, because if not, you'll be out here at lost cause. You be out here driving the truck saying, man, I don't want them, I don't want to talk to them. They don't know, they don't understand my struggle. Damn your struggle, bro. Damn the struggle. That go for anybody. It's not about the struggle. You out here as an owner operator, you going to struggle. So you got to put that pride to the side, man, and learn how to deal with people. You be all right. You be all right, man. I've been here for a minute. I learned the game. You got to do the speed limit, because you got the cops over here. You got college cops, you got state troopers, you got the college cops that be to the left in the hole, the city cops that be to the right, and the state troopers that be behind you. So you got 3 different cops up here, and then you got the sheriff department, they'll be in front of you. So you got 4 different units up here that you got to be careful and be mindful that, you know, you got college students out here, you got children out here. So when the truck, you have to, you driving the truck, you got to watch everything, man. You gotta watch everything. All right, here we go. They be doing so much construction, that don't make no sense. I gotta swing around these cones real quick. Man, I hope ain't no cars coming. He got the whole corner to himself. All right, where we at? Yeah. Yeah, they put so much on truckers, it's crazy. Yeah, you know, man, right through the red light. All right, see you, Audi. Audi ain't care. Man, right through the light. Oh yeah, the Jake brake. Yeah, I know, man. I know. I only got it on one, but the bigger the engine, the harder the sound of the Jake brake. So that J brake though does it. I only use it when most of the time if I'm going downhill and a load is heavy. I see a lot of people like it ain't good to use a J brake when you got an empty trailer or empty box or anything. You ain't got no weight. Because but you know, my boy told me years ago that, and he told me something, right? Now I don't, years ago I blew my motor, right? So I had the Freightliner. I had a small cat. So I'm coming down the hill, right before I get to exit 206 on 81 South, I'm on the CB going ham. I'm throwing back and forth on the CB. And then I hit that J brake. I had an empty container, and that thing blew. And when it blew, I think it sent too much compression to the motor, and that thing was like, brrr, boom. All I seen was white smoke and oil. And I thought I was at an oil refinery. There was oil, white smoke everywhere. I'm laughing now, but when I blew the motor, man, I was heated. I was heated running my mouth for the CB and blew the whole motor. So I just learned from that day. And when I called my boy up, I was like, yo, man, you know I blew the motor. I had the J brake on. And he was like, yeah, I tried to tell you. My father said it. I tried to tell you. So shout out to my boy, man. Shout out to my boy Rob, man. He told me that. My boy Rob, so he from the Bronx. He told me that. Shout out to my boy Rob. And I ended up blowing the motor. So you can lay off that J brake if you ain't got no load, man. You ain't got no load on it. If you running empty of all kinds, trailer, flatbed, tank wagon, you pulling doubles, triples, lay off that J brake. Some people don't even know what the J brake is anyway. So if you can, lay off the J brake. And I see a lot of people use it all the time though. Yeah, and make sure you hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Share it out if y'all can. You know, if y'all like, y'all feel like it. I appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate it, man. I try to go live to chop it up with y'all, man. There's a lot of people, you know. One thing about trucking, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. That's one thing about trucking, man. Hey, no problem, bro. Hey, it's one thing about trucking, I don't sugarcoat trucking. I'll tell you what it is, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, right? If you want to learn from me in trucking, I'm gonna teach you the downfall of it before I teach you the good part of it. Because the downfall need to be told. A lot of people ain't gonna tell you the bad part about trucking. They're not gonna tell you that. They're gonna tell you all the good part. But I tell you the downside of it, man. And the downside of it, if you're an operator, sometimes you get a check, it ain't no check. Sometimes you can look at a check for like $5 grand, you be like, this ain't no money. Because the reason why I'm saying that, because you may think, oh, 5,000, Jay Quill, that's money. No, it's not. When you got to put that money back in the truck and you ain't got no money to go have a good time with, that ain't no money, man. That shit, I'm telling you, sometimes $5,000 can make you cry. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all, man. Sometimes you can look at a check for 5,000 and it make you cry. You know why? Because you might not have enough to rebuild that motor. So if that motor 10 grand, now it's up. You spending 15 to 16, $18,000 on the engine, and you got 5,000 in your pocket, and you ain't got no money in the account, you ain't got no money in the closet, under the pillow, you ain't got no money hitting nowhere, that $5,000 is not enough. I'm gonna keep one, it's not enough. That 5,000 had you crying out here, man. Yeah, I've been through the days, man. I've been through the days when I was seeing so money that I had to put it back into the truck. Like, man, this shit, this don't work. This don't work. I need to make more money. So it happens out here, man. You know, hey, I got something for you too, right? Check this out. Now, a lot of people don't know how to adjust their brakes. Yeah, I know I may be all over the place. This is trucking. See, a lot of people don't know how to adjust their brakes, right? Let me tell you how you adjust your brakes, right? Now, most of these trucks have self-adjusted slack adjusters, right? So if you want to adjust your brakes, it works. All you got to do, back up slowly, grab the trolley brake, hit it once, hit it two, hit it three. If you pull that trolley brake back about 3 to 4 times, and you got self-adjusted slack adjusters, you can adjust your brakes without going under the truck. That's just something for me to tell y'all, man. I've been out here for a long time. I learned the tricks. I done learned the tricks to the game. I done learned. I used to go up in these shops. They used to call me El Cheapo because I want to learn. I ain't got time to be paying you. I want you. If I pay you, I need for you to teach me, man. Teach me the game. So if I'm going to pay you my hard-earned money, you're going to have to teach me about trucking. You're going to have to teach me. Because I'm going to be a pain in the ass, man. You're going to teach me. So if I'm sitting up there paying you thousands and thousands of dollars, you're going to teach me how to work on my trucks. If I'm going to pay you, you're going to teach me. You know, I don't do transmissions, but I don't do transit engines, but I do everything else out the truck, around the truck. I do my own tires. Nah, I don't do tires. I do my own drums, my own brakes, my own wheel seals, turbos, I do my own fan clutch, my own oil change. What else? I do my own brake lines, oil. I do pretty much everything, man. Pretty much everything. So you're an operator, you got to learn the game, man. You got to learn the game, man. I don't know why he cut me off just to get in front of me. That don't make no sense. But I let him get that, though. You cut me off just to go to the same place I'm going. That don't make no sense. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. But I got to go ahead and get some diesel. I'm about to end this live when I get some diesel. But I do appreciate y'all coming back and, you know, going back and forth with a brother. You know, I appreciate it, though. I really appreciate y'all on here just taking some time out y'all day to get on here and ride with me, man. All right, so let me go ahead and get some diesel. I'll get at y'all later. Peace. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy J Quill All Talk Live. I'm about to end this because I need to get some diesel. How much is the diesel up here anyway? I think it's the diesel up here. All right, the diesel was $3.67 here. That still ain't bad, though. That still ain't bad. But I'll get at y'all later. Salute. Hey, Spawn, what up, brother? What up, man? I got you in the building, Spawn, man. About to get up out of here, though. All right. What it? Let's see. That's. All right, so I'm gonna get up out of here. I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna get some diesel real quick. Go ahead and get some water because I need some water. But I'm gonna get at y'all. All right, peace. No, hey, I don't do fast food out here, bro. I can't do that, man. That's fast food to kill you out here. But I'll get at y'all. Shout out, all right, BXML, be easy, man. Yeah, but that's what you want to do. Grab the trailer brakes when you back up. When you back up, right? Back up slow. Hit the trailer brake, pull it slow. Do it 3 times. Pull it slow, slow, and slow. You back up 3 times and would adjust your slack adjusters, all right? 3 times. But I get at y'all, though.